Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I'm George. We're all George. So, we had another exciting day. Really exciting day. We had another shakeout day, I believe. And it looks like we are recovering once again. But you know what? I have some huge things to share. A huge crypto development was revealed today that could share some insight on what's to come for next year. And it is big. Really big. And I believe it's going to cause a massive Bitcoin move and a massive crypto move. So get ready for that. Let's talk about what this development is. Let's talk about the recovery that's happening right now. And let's talk about everything else that's going on today. If I could survive. If I could get through tonight's stream. All right, let's do it. Welcome, guys. Hey, we're doing much better right now than this morning or earlier today. So we're at 97.2. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. This morning, you know, I was talking about yesterday being a shakeout day, right? We had two dips to 94, then we had a dip to 95, then we recovered to 98, and you know what? This morning we kind of had the same thing. We dipped down to 94, jumped up to 96, we dipped down to again to a low of 94.3, which is basically the same point as yesterday. Then we came up to about 97, went dipped down to 95, and now we're back to 97. So today was kind of like a shakeout day, just like yesterday, right? Was not as ferocious as yesterday because look at those scam wicks, right? We had lots of very ferocious scam wicks yesterday. But you know, today was more gradual. But overall, today was still looks like more of a shakeout day, but less gradual. But you know what? Like I've been saying, just like this morning, you gotta treat dips as gifts. And those of you guys that took advantage this morning, you're ready. You've already been gifted, right? Look at some of your favorite alts. Look at how far they dropped this morning. And if you took advantage, you're already up double digits. Look at XRP. I know you guys love XRP. XRP dropped to $1.90 this morning. When I was talking this morning, I told you guys, right? If you loved XRP at 280, you could have bought XRP like this morning, you know, when I was streaming, I think it was like 210-ish or something like that, right? Then mid-afternoon, it fell all the way down to 190. So even if you picked up at 190 or $2, whatever it is, it's at 230 now. That's a double-digit gain just from this afternoon. Dips are gifts at this point. Dips are friends at this point, right? Same doing Chainlink. Chainlink fell down to 20. It's at 22. That's a 10% gain from this afternoon. Algorand, 37 cents to 41 cents, right? Avalanche was $41, now to $44. Hedera, same thing, right? And same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin fell to 94, now it's at 97, right? So, we're going to get volatility, and I will show you more. But you know what? If you have the ability to, right? Don't panic. Continue to hodl. But you got to reverse your psychology. Rather than panic sell and get really fearful about these volatile days, you got to be cheerful and say, hey, I'm getting a discount. I'm able to buy some of my favorite crypto at a discount, right? That's how you got to see it. Because we all know we are going to go much higher. 2025 is going to be much better, especially with all the new favorable regulations, this landscape, and the developments, right? It's going to get a lot better than what we're seeing right now, right? And again, to put things into perspective, let's not forget where we started out at the beginning of the month, last month, at the beginning of the year, right? Like, we have come very far, so no one should be afraid of 97,000 Bitcoin. But what are these awesome developments that I'm talking about, right? Let's get down to it. What are these awesome developments? Well, first of all, this is going to happen. I've been talking a lot about MicroStrategy, right? MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, we all know what he's capable of. But MicroStrategy is likely going to get added to a big ETF, the QQQ, okay? And that's going to happen this month. Okay, that's a big deal. There is big amount of money being poured into QQQ. So just that additional loan, okay, is going to put billions into MicroStrategy. We'll put it, up there, and will allow Saylor to continue to do what he does, which is, sell more bonds and continue to buy Bitcoin. So that's a huge thing. That's a huge thing. Now, something that he tried that failed, unfortunately, is this. Microsoft, they voted against buying Bitcoin, but we know it's just a matter of time, okay? This is stupid. We know. Microsoft and maybe their shareholders think they're too good for Bitcoin, but eventually they're just going to FOMO in. They will FOMO in. And by the time they do it, hey, Bitcoin's going to be a much higher price. That's okay. That's okay. That means there's more for us at this point. But rest assured, others will not be waiting, okay? Others are FOMOing in already. There are so many others that are buying at this point. So even though this didn't happen, it's going to happen eventually. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when, right? So this is kind of the equivalent of Germany selling off their 50,000 Bitcoin. It's kind of like one of those moments. They could have been the first to lead the tech companies, but they chose not to. But that's okay. That's okay. But this is, besides this, there's a couple other things. So as for developments for next year, Trump himself says that he likes to see Bitcoin go to 150,000, okay, because of his friendly crypto regulation plans. We don't know what those plans are, but we do know he has been appointing some very pro-crypto people. New SEC chair is pretty pro. The nominees for the new CFTC chair is pretty pro-crypto. His commerce pick, everyone, right? His treasury chair pick is pro. Everyone's pro, okay? And his son, Eric Trump, today says something interesting, something that's been talked about, but you know what? If this comes true, it's going to be very, very pro-crypto. If you listen to this, there's not a whole lot, but this is during the Bitcoin MENA conference in Abu Dhabi, where he said that American crypto should be tax-free. I'm not going to play it because there's really nothing to hear. He just said, make crypto tax-free, right? So this is one of the reasons why the big four, like Hedera, Algorand, Cardano, Ripple has been doing so well, right? I don't know how realistic it is, but imagine if somehow the administration pulled that off. If you're using, let's say, a crypto from American-based crypto company, and somehow if you use it and it is tax-free, what an advantage that would be, right? Maybe that can happen. Maybe the new administration can make that happen, right? First of all, if that was to put into place, those four coins would skyrocket to the moon. And they have been already, but they would skyrocket more to the moon. And second of all, it would cause an influx like none other, like massive influx of crypto companies into America. That's for sure. It would be a complete 180 from the last however many years, right? It was so bad to be American crypto company in the past, but it would be so pro in the future. So that is a huge development if that is the new end goal, right? If somehow we can make that a reality, that would be absolutely enormous. So we'll wait. We'll wait and see. Wait and see. But that would be huge. Absolutely huge. All right. Now, before that happens, there's still so many things happening. Goldman Sachs is liking what it sees, right? Trying to get into the game if the regulations shift favorably, which it looks like it will. So it's another big institution that's waiting to enter the space. Again, Microsoft's not getting in. Others are not going to wait. Bitwise is predicting that, hey, we're going to see some crazy numbers. This is actually not that crazy. Bitcoin going up to 200,000, Ethereum going to 7,000, Solana 750. Those are very conservative numbers, especially Solana. I think they're very pro Ethereum. That's why they put that up there. Solana should be well above 1,000. Ethereum, I'm not even sure it will get to 7,000. Maybe. But I think Bitcoin also has a really good chance of breaking 200,000. But you know what? The way things are shaping now, the way FOMO is building, there's no way we are not going to have a very, 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 very pro and exciting 2025. All right. Last few things I'll say about Bitcoin before I move on to the alts. Okay. In case this is your very first cycle, a lot of people have lived through a lot of other cycles. Okay. There has been 3 cycles before. This is the 4th cycle for Bitcoin. So previous cycles, Bitcoin obviously was a much smaller market cap, much smaller dollar amount, but it was also much more volatile back then. Those of you guys that have lived through the 2013 or 2017 or 2021 cycles, you can verify that Bitcoin had much bigger up and downs. Okay. So this cycle actually is the most tame cycle that we have ever been through. We had 8% dips. I think one time we did have like a 15% dip, but that was like, not very often. I think one time, a couple times maybe we had like a 30% dip, but like that was really like, I don't even remember when. But that was like during the bear market. Like recent times, I think we didn't have anything more than a 15% dip. But you could see in the white, right? Our current drawdowns, our current volatility versus the last cycle, nothing in comparison, right? So for those of you guys that are new, just know that this is perfectly normal. Again, whenever there's any kind of little volatility, you get all the naysayers and all these people that come out and say, well, it's the end, it's the top, right? Just like people, when we couldn't, hold above 70K, you got all these people that came out and said, well, it's the theory 5.3. We're never going to crack 80K. We're never going to break 70K. We're never going to hit 100K. You're always going to have these naysayers that will say this and that and this and that, and the FUD starts spreading, right? We have proven all the naysayers wrong. At this point in time, I think you guys all realize that, hey, Bitcoin and crypto can't just go up forever. It can't go up straight moonshot forever. There will be times where it dips. There will be times where market makers or whales or exchanges or whoever in between, right? They're going to play their games. They're going to try to liquidate the longs or the shorts, or they're going to try to accumulate you know, they're going to do their thing, right? Or they're going to profit take. There's perfectly normal explanations. There's going to be times where it's boring. There's going to be times it's scary. But overall, this is all part of a cycle, right? And the only thing you could do is, hey, you could hold and you could DCA and go along for the ride like a smart investor, or you can panic and you could sell like a bad investor. And then you'll regret it later, right? Those are really only your two choices. But, you know, if you look at this, this is, you know, what happens every single cycle, right? It's not a straight line up. We have volatile times, and then eventually we make a new high. That's what happens every single time. Every single time. So next year, we're going to end up somewhere much higher. 200, 300, 500,000. I don't know where, but it's going to be a lot higher than where we are now, right? So that's the important thing. And Bitcoin is going higher. I have that effect on the market. I only take credit when things go up. I don't take credit when things go down. All right, outside of Bitcoin, what else is there? I got to keep things short because I'm still sick and I'm losing my voice again. As for Ripple, XRP actually shot up today. Good recovery today. Like I said, you could have bought XRP at 190 this morning. It's at 230 now. Like, you could have gained 20%. That's because they got their final approval. Their stable coin is almost out. I don't know why anyone would be excited about their stable coin. It's not like you can make money from their stable coin. But yeah, that sent XRP up. So that's pretty good. Okay. Cardano went up a little bit. Hydra is proving that at least in a simulation, it can handle 500,000 transactions per second. That's pretty good. Also, looks like, you know, using fluid tokens, which is, I guess, a dApp, you're able to send transactions on Cardano gaslessly. That's pretty cool. I don't know how that works, but it does. To be able to send without using gas is huge. I don't know how many times I've forgotten to leave a little bit gas on my wallet, and then I try to send and I can't, and it's just so annoying. So that's pretty cool. Chainlink integrates the standard to accelerate digital asset adoption. Project Diamond, I don't know what that's about. But Chainlink and Coinbase joining together, and Chainlink is part of that ISO, the very important ISO 20022 standard. A lot of people don't realize that, but they are part of that, so that's really good for them. What else is there? Raydium for Solana, still doing very well. Raydium surpassed Uniswap in monthly DEX volume in October. That's huge. And November. So, I mean, meme coins continue to do well on Solana and Raydium, no doubt about it. I mean, Coinbase is adding meme coins left and right. Look at this. Now Coinbase is adding GigaChad. I mean, they just added MOG, didn't they? Now they're going to add GigaChad. I mean, they're adding meme coins left and right. Didn't they added Turbo recently too? I mean, they're just adding so much. I mean, meme coins are going to be big part of this cycle. Big part of this cycle. I mean, that's why you have funds like DFLabs. You know, they came out with a 20 million investment fund. I think this was last month or something. I mean, there's funds all over the place, but I mean, they launched a 20 million fund just for memes. You know, like Avalanche has a meme fund. I mean, everyone has a meme fund. Memes are going to be huge, but DFW also launching a 20 million AI fund that's coming out. I mean, obviously AI is going to be a big narrative of this cycle too, so they're launching. I'm really losing my voice. Lastly, Somnia. Somnia's DevNet they launched a DEX and their new Quest platform for season 3. So Somnia is a chain for gaming, social, metaverse, and they have just launched a new season 3 for their players and Quest. All right, I really lost my voice here. Man. All right, let's do some Q&A. I don't know how much longer I could talk. All right. Let me see here. DL, would you buy Render or Sui at these prices if you could only buy one? I think I would go, I don't know, Sui. It's more like, it's more broad. It's more like a L1. Render's more, you know, deep in AI. So I think Sui, if I had to choose one. Chicken, Spank. I bought TARS. So far it's been good. I mentioned them in a Sunday walk. I think I like them because they're like kind of, I think they're on Solana, one of the bigger plays on Solana. Getting listed on Binance, I don't know. So I think they have something, a light partnership with Google and Nvidia, a light one. I don't know how deep it is, but I think the biggest thing is they are on Solana, and I think they are probably the biggest one on Solana. So they have that going for them. Why is DAG not listed on tier 1 exchange? I don't know. You got to ask them that. What's your outlook on Bonk? Do you think it could surpass Sheeb? No, I don't think so. It could go much higher than where it is now, but to surpass it, I don't see it happening. Man, I did a lot of shopping today, even though I was pretty sick. Spent a lot of money today. A lot of Christmas shopping. Thoughts on the A8? No one buys sedans anymore, man. I don't even review sedans, big sedans like that. The drone update, they're releasing a film in the air like a web, like the ones in China. I know they're doing like military drones in China. Where am I go buy for myself in Christmas? I don't know. I have everything already, so I don't know what I'm gonna buy. I really don't. Bradley, that pretty much sums it up. Something you regret buying. Pretty much everything expensive. Why does most charts look the same? Because most charts, I mean, they're pegged with Bitcoin. Like, you know, there's a lot of pairs that are slash BTC pairs on dexes, on exchanges. So when Bitcoin or anything goes down, it kind of like drags it down the same pattern or up the same pattern. I think that's the reason why. Does money buy happiness? It does to some extent. It gets rid of money problems, but it doesn't get rid of non-money problems. So it only gets rid of money problems. If you have other problems, then it's not going to solve those. If you have bad habits, it's only going to make those habits worse. So in some ways, it'll make your life more miserable. Buy yourself experience slash holiday. Yeah, I do that. Like I like to save myself time now, you know. Like I think saving time is worth spending money on. So rather than buy things, I like to save time by spending on services. So that's like what I look at now. So that's kind of how I look at things. Can I make a video on exit strategies? There's not really, you don't need exit strategy videos. You just need to decide when to take profits. And your profit taking strategy is different from anyone else's. It depends on your financial situations. If you're younger, you could be maybe a little bit more aggressive than someone that's older that's supporting a family or someone that's in retirement. I mean, no one's your financial advisor. You have to make that decision. Jake, I'm just sick. I'm not stressed. I'm sick as hell. I just got sick. I got like either pneumonia or I didn't get COVID because I got tested, but I got extreme flu or pneumonia a few days ago, and I'm still trying to recover from that. I shouldn't even be streaming, but I am because I didn't stream for like a whole week, so that's why. Ledger wallet is still the best. I mean, I still use it. Sure. Stop asking me about Cardano. I gave up on Cardano a long time ago. ICP, no, ICP is not a good buy. What is your opinion on Z06? I think the Z06 is a good buy. I would buy the Z06. I'm waiting for the new Zora. I would buy the Zora. All right, guys, I'm gonna take off. Have you heard about no MJ Matrix? All right, guys. So huge development for next year. A lot of good things. Dips are our friends. Dips are gifts, right? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be in better shape tomorrow. Smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right, have a good night. Take care.